Is this on? Alright, good. Alright, what's up guys? So today I wanted to talk to you real quick about ways to stay productive during this strange time that we're in. I am in Michigan and they just announced the stay-at-home kind of policy that we've seen in other places, namely California so far. Probably other states will be following suit very soon. Anyway, if you don't know what that means, because the coronavirus is spreading rapidly, we are meant to stay indoors for anything except for non-essential activity, and it so happens that personal training is not considered essential. So I have not been doing my job. I've been living off savings. Luckily, I have enough to get through it. There are some people who are going to struggle, and I do feel for them. My heart goes out to them. Hopefully the government gets their act together and the Senate passes that bill, which they are, struggling to. We're not going to talk politics. What we're going to talk about is, for those of you who might be out of a job or you just don't have anything going on right now, anybody who happens to even work in education, different fields that are just not open, even if they do seem very important and essential to society. If you are at home, quarantined, this video is for you. So what you want to do is you want to grab a really large bag of potato chips from your local grocery store. You're going to go in wearing gloves and a mask. You're going to grab that big bag of chips. You're going to come home, plop right there on the couch, okay? Grab your remote and turn on that Netflix series that you've been meaning to watch so much. And you're going to do that for like 3 days. Then what? The weight starts to come back a little bit. You wake up, feeling a little bit bloated, right? Check the scale. Scale's going up. That's not great. Not feeling too good about yourself. The next day, roll out a bit. It's even worse than the day before. Even more weight is coming on. You're groggy from all the video game binging that you did the night before. You're having a weird relationship with caffeine now, because before you relied on it for work. Now you rely on it to grind levels in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So, it's not the same. Your body, your mind, it's bugging out. A little bit of R&R is great. Feels good, but if you keep letting that go, you're gonna really start losing it. So I have devised myself a plan, because if you can't tell, I'm talking about myself. This is how I've responded to the quarantine. I've got a big board, and I'll actually bring it over here right now. Alright, yeah, this is it. This is my big board of quarantine procedures. Alright, so basically I have outlined what I will be doing every day. If you can't see that, there's a good long list of things for me to do, and it actually takes me about 6 to 7 hours to finish that whole list. So let me break it down. Actually, let me walk you through it. So you have here, I've got a set wake up time. So if you've got that biological clock going still from work, that is excellent. You shouldn't need any help with that. Just keep getting up at the same time every day. However, if your work schedule was a little bit up and down, kind of like somebody such as myself working in the fitness industry, I'm up and moving typically when other folks are not at work, because I have to work around other people's schedules. A lot of people in the service industry experience this. So for us, our schedules are already wonky. We kind of want to get on a regular schedule now that we can. It helps a lot with mental stability, things like that. And then when you get back into the workforce, you might change your mind about how you handle your day and what availability exactly you have scheduled for work. Because I myself know that when I wake up at 9 a.m., I feel golden. It's like the sun fills my room and it fills my brain, and I feel happy. And I kind of skip up the stairs. I just feel good. Okay, find that time for you, because you can. All right, you might not be able to when we start getting back to work, but you can right now. So find that time that works for you. Get up at that time and immediately do something. You don't lay around. Don't go to the TV. Don't pull up social media. Don't look up coronavirus statistics from your bed. As soon as the alarm goes off for that easy time for you to wake up, get up. Get right out of bed. Shoot right up out of bed, okay? It'll do a ton for how you feel the rest of the day if you get a good start. As soon as you get out of bed, you make your bed. Seems basic, seems simple. That's what we teach our kids. It seems just, in a time like this, almost kind of asinine, right? Like it just doesn't matter. It's redundant. Why am I making my bed? I'm just going to lay in it all day anyway. But no, you're not anymore. You're not laying in bed. You're going to get right up out of bed and first thing, make your bed. Then immediately have something to eat. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Start out with something healthy. All right, you do not have any more excuses to just sit there and eat junk food. You're not stopping at McDonald's because you're rushing to get to work. Okay, have a nice healthy meal consisting of a lot of protein. You'll thank me for that. If you're not into fitness, get into fitness, have more protein. All right, after you eat breakfast, now this is where you're kind of at a crossroads. Some people like to shower at night, some people like to shower in the morning. I personally shower in the morning, but I do it right after my weightlifting session. So that's the next thing. If you do not have a fitness routine going, you don't have to lift weights. You can see I'm sitting on the bench. I've got a home gym set up for myself here. That might not be you. You might not have all that equipment. I suggest you do some kind of resistance training, but cardio is your thing. Do some cardio. Do what you enjoy. Get moving, because you're not going to appreciate it when 3 weeks from now you're 30 pounds heavier because you ain't been doing nothing but sitting on the couch. So get moving at least an hour. Okay, after that I take my shower. If you want to be sweaty all day, I guess that's your choice, and take it at night, whatever you want to do. So we got the fitness out of the way. Then what's next after that? Obviously eating breakfast, shower, basic stuff. Fitness is huge. I have here my ACE CEC, so I am going to be educating myself so I can continue having this personal training certification. So I say take at least an hour after you have this kind of period of waking up, getting energized. I don't know if you noticed in there I have Caffeine. That's huge for me. Have your caffeine if you're a caffeine person. That's fine. You don't have to totally quit caffeine on this. This isn't New Year's resolution season anymore, guys. This is just quarantine season. So have your caffeine if you need your caffeine, and pick something that you want to learn. If you don't need to have any more kind of continued education in everything, in anything, then find something that you want to learn more about and commit yourself to study it. I wish that I was kind of sponsored by a lot of these different these different websites that are meant to educate you. I forget what they're called, even though there's an ad for them on every single channel. I might even link them. Maybe I'll get sponsored in the future. Hey, sponsor me, guys. Maybe not. Yeah, find something that you want to learn. YouTube is a great resource that's totally free. Follow channels like this one. Subscribe on me. Learn what I have to say. Like you care. Find somebody who has 1 million subscribers, who does things that are more educational. I recommend channels like Jeff Nippard, Greg Doucette even. He's a funny guy, but you do learn some about fitness through his channel. Fitness is huge. Definitely learn about fitness if you haven't already. Otherwise, there are plenty of channels out there that are based in education, that cite their sources properly. You can actually learn from them while simply sitting there and watching YouTube. I recommend you even take notes. Really learn this stuff. Otherwise, guys, if you are currently in college and this is your time, your time where you're free, now all of a sudden college is closed, you were planning on enjoying it, well, you can still enjoy it and get it done. Now you get to get it done from the comfort of your home. So open up your laptop, get that homework done. People are assigning homework online a lot of the time. Get that done, get that out of the way early on in the day, right away, so you're not procrastinating and you aren't doing it at 10 p.m. at night and screwing your sleep schedule even more than it already is. Alright, college students, I understand where you're at. Just get it done, okay? Learn something. Next on my personal board, and keep in mind, this is weekday tasks. I do have some break tasks over here for the weekend. I do try to stay busy on the weekend still, but it is a lot more lenient. Next up on my weekday is an hour of creative writing. Alright, so this kind of section, I guess you would fill with a hobby. Fill it with a useful hobby. Something that might even be a side hustle one day. Something that could potentially make you money, because what makes you happy? Making money, making progress, and making money. Also money. It really helps. It does. Under $100,000, people's happiness typically keeps going up and up and up as their incomes rise. Beyond that $100,000 mark, I don't know, more money, more problems. Okay, but up until that point, if you're not making that much money right now, find a hobby, find something that you have talent in, find your strength. Okay, my strength happens to be I'm a pretty good writer. I'm decent at it, but I'm working on getting better. I'm working on a novel. You can actually check it out on Wattpad. I will put a link in the description below for that. It is called Dante Mortar. There will be a description for it. Check it out if you're interested. If not, listen to me. Pick a hobby. Pick something you're good at. Do it. An hour at least. It's just a good frame of time. Set that timer and do it. Do nothing but that. Okay. Next on the list, a journal page. I actually forgot to do this today, so I better hit that. It is almost 6 p.m. It's almost my time for Netflix and chill and video games and all that good stuff, but I've got time here after this video, and I'm kind of keeping this on the hobby side of things, maybe. So I like to journal. Do I do it every day? No, not at all. I haven't. But when I do, I tend to feel better about my day and about myself. You can use this time, journal whatever you feel like. It's your journal, but it can be very helpful to journal things that you are grateful for in your life. Stay optimistic. It's a really weird time. You can use it just to simply kind of diary. All right, it's not lame, I promise. Just write down what you did today, what's going on in your life. It's interesting because I can look back at journaling that I've done a couple of years before and seeing where things have changed, where my life has gotten better. I can see the things that I used to be grateful for and compare them to the things that I'm grateful for now, and it's really eye-opening. It's actually huge. It does a lot for your optimism, it does a lot for your mood, and those are very important things in this time where we have people unfortunately falling back into depression after recovering from it, or being even more depressed because of the things that are happening, and depression sucks for everybody involved, so don't let that happen to you and write a journal. Alright, next part here, a minimum of 30 minutes of reading. So this kind of goes back to my hobby of writing, but it's more fun and it's easier for me to read rather than write. So, you know, if your hobby consists of maybe even making YouTube videos or something along those lines, watch some YouTube, but watch it from the perspective that you're going to try to use that to improve your skill, okay? So this is kind of that somewhat entertaining, but not stooping into mindless Netflix binge watching levels of entertaining, right? This is something that you're going to be engaged in, but a little bit more leisurely. Do it for like 30 minutes. Reading is a big one. I think for everybody, reading can be a big one. I'm going to read fiction because I'm trying to write fiction. But if you want to read some nonfiction, learn a little bit more. Learn a little bit about something that might be more entertaining to you than what you're learning in college, what you use that hour before, early in the day, what you use that hour for. So, yeah, good chance to do something new. 30 minutes, just do it, stick to it. Next up, this is not really a task, but this is just something that I do to keep on top of things, and that is no electronic entertainment for 6 hours out of the day. So, not 6 hours, basically from waking up until 6 p.m. So for me that's normally, can't math, like 9 hours. Not too crazy. Most people work 9-hour days or somewhere around there, so if you're lucky. Just going without electronic entertainment throughout the day, in the middle of the day, will keep your mind in productivity mode. Because throughout the day you are essentially at work. You might be at home, but you are still at work. You're still doing things that are going to make progress in your life, potentially get you more money, even more potentially make you happier. They are more guaranteed to do that than make you money. They will make you happier. Okay, so doing those things is going to make you happier in a way that really matters. Electronics do not make you happy in a way that matters. Mindless things do not do this. Electronic entertainment might not be the same thing for everybody. It might be video games. You can argue that video games engage more of that prefrontal cortex. They require more brain power than watching sitcoms on Netflix. I don't care. It doesn't matter, because for 99% of you, video games are not going to land you money. If you already happen to work in the video game industry or are an aspiring pro gamer with actual chance at becoming a real pro gamer, then go for it. Play some video games. That can be your 30-minute kind of extracurricular activity throughout the day. You get my point, though. My point is doing something that is typically considered mindless, something that is not going to help you make progress, something that's not going to better you as a person. We're trying to purge ourselves of that throughout this time. We're trying to force you into boredom. That's why I'm shooting this video. I wouldn't have shot this video if I didn't have this list, okay? And I think this is cool. This is fun. I doubt it'll get many clicks, but it'll be up there. I'm going to upload it, and we'll see what happens. Who knows? Either way, I have it to look back on. Just this stage in my life where I was doing this thing during this weird time, and I don't know, man. It's better than binge watching Netflix or playing Elder Scrolls online and leveling more characters to 50, because I really need that in my life, right? No, you don't really need that in your life. Alright, so I guess that's it for the day today. I'll do a quick run through of what I do over the weekend. I do have some more stuff here. So on the weekend I allow myself to wake up at 10 a.m. Just a little bit of a later wake up time there and get to sleep in. I am trying to limit caffeine on the weekends. For those of you who don't know, caffeine's effects get diminished over time. The more you have it, if you have a regular set amount of caffeine every day, that's going to look different over the course of time. So if you have 1 cup of coffee on Monday, this is the first time you drank caffeine, by next Monday it'll be like half a cup of caffeine, half a cup of coffee. So if you have that pause, that break during the weekend, you can actually maximize the performance effects of caffeine. And I think caffeine is a wonderful drug. It does make you more productive, so trying to keep that at peak value there. So yeah, take a break from caffeine. I don't know if you can tell, I think I might need a break from caffeine with how quick I'm talking. So then I still do my weightlifting and all that. I lift weights 6 days out of 7 every week, so that's just part of my day for me on either Saturday or Sunday. And then after that, I have listed things like religious study, reading the Bible. That's something that I've been trying to keep more in touch with, kind of the spiritual aspect of my life. However that pertains to you, do it. It might not be religious in any sense. Maybe it's mindfulness. Maybe it's more journaling. Just do something that will get you grounded. If you don't believe in that, then read some, I don't know, some Science Today articles about how spirituality doesn't actually help anybody. Go for it. I don't believe it, but that's up to you. You can take this time to educate yourself more, get yourself more grounded, be firm in your beliefs. This could be even on the political side. Take a moment and study up on each side's approach. We're coming up on a turbulent time here with that. It's going to get even more crazy, this world. So read up on that, something productive, that's all. Then after that, after those tasks are done, I don't have that till 6 p.m. limit on any electronics. I just kind of get to chill. Okay, R&R is very important, and it will make you look even more forward to the following week when you do actually get to be productive again. So anyway, my name has been Eli. This is my channel, Book of Eli. I will be coming out with a few more videos kind of similar to this one in the future, maybe stuff a little bit more entertaining as well, but keep an eye on it, and stay safe, stay indoors. We'll see how long this quarantine lasts. Thanks.